Check this place out.
Man, look at that crappie. What a pretty fish. They ain't very pretty, but this is a pretty fish.
Hey. Take a look at that. Take a look at that. What's going on, guys? We're on one of those after work fishing trips. Spur of the moment. This is going to be something new that I haven't ever done before, so, you know, hopefully you actually see this and it's a success. Me and two of my best friends, William and Bo, are going up to Chilhowie Lake, which is just one of the few waterways we have in our area in East Tennessee that has just a different type of biodiversity. It's a super deep, clear mountain lake, which is way different than what I normally fish. But what we're going to be targeting up there today are perch. And, you know, perch are pretty little fish and they're delicious and they make some great food. So this video will be a catch and cook if it's successful. If it's not, you know how that goes, I ain't posting it. So hope you guys enjoy. Thanks for joining the channel. We're getting a whole lot of new viewers, and really the main focus of this channel is just to show fishing to more people and why we love it. I personally like catching the bigger species. That's my favorite thing to do, but you know, some people don't have that around them, and I want to be able to show forms of fishing that everyone can do. So we're going perch fishing today. So thanks for watching. Hope you enjoy. Please like and subscribe, share with your friends, and, you know, have some fun. These creeks are straight up muddy, chocolate milk from the rain. So we'll see how far that's pushed into the main lake. If it's pushed into the main lake and there's mud, or what I call a mud break, which is where there's clear water with a mud line, that can be a really good area to load up on fish. So we'll see. We're driving up the mountain. Oh boy, we coming up on the lake right here. I've never been up here. Well, I've driven up here on the Dragon and whatnot. Kind of see it through the trees there. We move the camera at a little better angle. Pretty looking lake. Definitely super low. They drain these lakes down, you know, 20, 30 feet during the wintertime because they're used for flood control. And TVA can store more water up in these higher elevation lakes because they're so deep during the winter to control floods. So they'll drop these a ton because there's only so much you can drop out of Fort Loudon, Wattsburg, and Chickamauga. They're not crazy deep compared to these up here. So they dump these down real low to keep water up here if it floods. So looks pretty cool. I'm excited. Check that out, guys. Just in the mountains up here. The fog, literally the smoke in the Smoky Mountains. Such a cool place to live. This is right on the Dragon, basically, which is a very popular road to drive on if you got motorcycles or stuff like that. It's just nestled in the hills up here. I've never been on this water before, and we only got a couple hours before dark. William and Bo got up here sometime today. I'm not sure. I've been at work all day, haven't been able to talk to them, so maybe they figured a little something out. If not, we'll try to get on some fish. We'll probably use some minnows, some jigs, some grubs, a little bit of everything, see if we can't figure them out. Now there's a waterfall on this side, on this rock bluff. Super cool. Man, it's pretty up here. Check this place out. Does this not look like something from, you know, Great Britain with all the fog and the water and stuff? Look at that. That is so cool. Just sitting up here in the mountains. Wild. I think I see the boys rolling up. They cruising down the lake in the old pig sled. I hope they got on them. Sure do. Alright, we walking down to the dock now. They've been out here. No service, so I don't know what they've done. I see some fish in the water. They look like crappie or something. Nice.
I know. I ain't no stranger.
That's a Ford freaking Ranger. So what's up? Catch some fish?
We caught 2 crappie. So
Cool.
was hoping to find some perch, but you know, we found crappie instead. I feel like we ought to go back and abuse the crappie. If
Sure.
in passes we caught 2 fish, so you know we ought to sit on the same spot we were catching crappie at.
Let's do it.
Here, what would you pull those crappie up, Joe? And what we
Pull them
got for
crappies.
crappie? Like from our
Okay, so we're up here in the mountains of East Tennessee on Chilhowie Lake doing some perch, crappie, whatever fishing. The boys already got a couple of real nice crappie. That one's a 15-inch fish right there. That one on the bottom. What we're doing is taking this dropper rig, about an ounce of weight, maybe a little more because it's a little windy, and then 2 minnows on loop knots off the side. And we're just bumping the bottom on this creek channel, trying to find some perch, crappie, whatever. Basically, all you got to do is, we're gonna lower it down to the bottom here. All right, we're on the bottom, and we're just gonna slowly bounce it just a little bit. We're really kind of trolling for him down this break line. Get him. Oh yeah. What you got there, William?
I don't think he's big.
Bluegill. Dang it.
20 feet deep.
Yep, on a creek
That
channel.
is the deepest bluegill I've ever seen caught in my life.
It'd be cold out here. What is it, like 40 degrees?
Yeah, something like that.
Been raining all
Really
day.
not big enough to keep.
No, he's pretty though.
The whole fry. I mean, he's really pretty. He's purple.
Yeah.
Really pretty. He's frozen cold. Hold this.
Bo may have got a bite. Maybe.
This rod's so stiff. Like I just set the hook and then I don't know. That was definitely a hit though. It was quite a few hits actually.
Yeah, I bet that was a perch because they bite real light.
Yeah.
Yep, no bait.
Yep.
No bait.
Yeah, I was seeing it was getting some ticks. Like tick, tick, tick. I picked it up. I had a couple ticks and tried to set it.
Got me a little fish on here. Let's see what it is. I bet it's a crappie. Oh, crappie.
Oh, that's a nice crappie.
Nice crappie. Oh, yeah. Oh, yes, sir. Got us a crappie.
Bigger than mine.
Man, look at that crappie. What a pretty fish. They ain't very pretty, but this is a pretty fish.
Hey. How you like that?
Yo, that's payback for smack talk about Blacksburg in the last video.
Oh, is it?
Yes.
You can drive your own boat home down this mountain.
Whatever.
Drive a boat down the.
Well, came for perch, but we getting a big old mess of real nice crappie up here. Guess this will be a catch and cook on that. Got a couple of them, 14, 15 inches. Nice fish. We only been up here for an hour or so, a couple hours, messing around, no depth finder. Having fun though. Yeah, eagle flew up there. Alright, well, it got dark there. We caught some nice crappie, and now we're going to cook them up. Haven't decided how we're going to do it yet, but we'll film that. Little taste test. Had a good time in a new place. And when my depth finder gets here finally, it'll definitely make doing what we did just immensely easier. Alright, so we're back at the fishing pad. We're going to do some of the catch and cook on that crappie. Excuse the mess. Fishing bachelor happens.
All right, so what we're gonna do here, we got the crappie that's been filleted. We got some Italian breadcrumbs. This is gonna be with something else. Got some Parmesan cheese. And then, let me grab something real quick. We got some Italian dressing, and this is referred to me by a friend. So basically what we're gonna do is we're gonna shave out some of this Parmesan and then put some of these breadcrumbs in a mixture together. And then we're gonna take these crappie fillets and rub them down a little bit with this Italian dressing and then roll them in that concoction between these two, and then we're gonna broil it in the oven on a baking sheet. Right now I've actually got some feta cheese and, oh look, it got all steamy. Ooh, not that kind of video. I've got some feta cheese and tomatoes sauteing. And yeah, I shaved what I had of a ginger beard because I can't really grow a great beard. And now I look like I am 13 years old again. So, fantastic. All right, so I just put some of those Italian style panko breadcrumbs in the pan. It's just something from Kroger, which is the kind of superstore we have around here. It's got parsley, oregano, basil, and thyme in it, which generally go well with fish. And now I'm gonna grate some of this bougie Parmesan cheese up and put in it for the crust. All right, so we got a good bit of fresh grated Parmesan cheese in there. Get it evenly mixed up. Okay, so I guess I'm gonna do this like a traditional dredge, like you would when you're frying, except it's kind of not frying, I guess. I don't know. My friend Andrew Ragus recommended this to me and thought I'd give it a shot. So we're gonna put this in that. Coated like this. Like that. Okay, that actually looks pretty good. I actually need to put some oil in this pan. Okay, so I just put a little cooking oil in that pan, evenly coated it so that it wouldn't stick when I tried to flip it later. And we're just gonna layer these guys on there. And then I'm gonna do that with all of them. We'll put them on here and then we'll bake them in the oven. I think he said to do it at a broil. All right, so I'm actually gonna cook these at about 400 in the oven here. I don't know if that got... All right, so we're gonna pull this. This is actually the TikTok feta cheese and tomato pasta that I saw, and I thought it'd be good paired with this. So we're gonna push. Okay, that looks freaking delicious. Turn this pasta water down. So basically with this, you just get a bunch of different assortment of smaller tomatoes, a whole brick of feta cheese, and then you sprinkle or toss the tomatoes in olive oil, salt, pepper, and basil, and then put them in here, and then you bake it in the oven at 400 degrees for 40 minutes. And now, heck, I don't even know what I'm doing. I guess that'll work. Sure. And then you just do this with it. Mix it all up. Well, made a mess. Okay. It's supposed to be done by now, but I'm actually going to let some of this moisture cook back off in the oven because I may have used more tomatoes than it called for. We will see though. Yeah, it's starting to thicken up a little bit. I'm going to put it back in the oven for a few minutes while the crappie's cooking. Alright, so this is the TikTok feta cheese pasta. I'm gonna put this pasta in there and put it back in the oven and let it cook some more, and then I'm gonna put this on broil now because this fish is about done. It's already starting to flake. And then, oh, all right, so we hit that on broil. Check out that crust on that crappie now. That's the panko breadcrumbs and the Parmesan cheese. About to eat it. Take a look at that. Take a look at that. I got Mom over there. She didn't want me on camera, but that's all right. We're gonna try it. Ooh boy, look at that. We're gonna give some of this crappie a try. I ain't gonna get myself eating it this time. You'll just have to watch the food if I can learn how to fork. Definitely recommend. Give it a shot. Super easy. Go catch you some crappie. Do it the way I did it. And I can guarantee you can't go wrong.